Hey, how's it going, everyone? Time for another video in my Bitget Get Educated series. Today, I'm going to be talking about capitulation events, a little bit of why they happen, and how you can look to take advantage of them in the markets. Real quick, before we get going, make sure you guys check out Bitget Exchange. They've got a great mobile app as well as online on your desktop. Never had any issues with withdrawing or anything like that. You can check their proof of reserves page on their website. There's a link below if you want to sign up using my link. You can get 15% discount on your trading fee. Anyway, let's get right in this video content that you're all here for. So what is capitulation and how can we take advantage of it in the markets? Well, it's basically when people are just panic selling in droves and they'll just sell at any price. They don't care. Price is dropping so fast that they're just running to their computer or to their phone or wherever, and they're just hitting the sell button. They don't care if there's a support there. They don't care about anything other than getting out of that position as fast as they can. And basically it's on really, really high volume. So if you just look at this Litecoin daily chart here quick, you're going to notice that the highest volume of selling occurs here. Okay. And down here. All right. And you could see that these both end up being basically capitulation events on the chart. All right. So that's great. Do I just want to buy a knife catch capitulation? No, because obviously you don't know it's capitulation at the time. But one thing I do like to note is high selling into support or high selling through support. Okay. So you'll notice here, if I just zoom out a little bit, we've got a nice support here, okay? You see high volume selling and a little bit of declining volume, but you'll see high volume selling into support. All right, again, you're going to notice high volume selling into support. All right, so rather than if this was high volume selling through support, that would be a major concern and a warning sign that price could go lower. But notice that high volume selling into the support, and what happens? We bounce. Now, what happens specifically during capitulation, right? Everyone sells, people panic sell. You have literally people rushing to sell the bottom here at support, all right? They're not even caring. They're not even looking at charts. They're just literally, they're not doing any TA. They're just literally getting out as fast as they can, all right? And I'm sure we've all done it before. You just see price dropping really fast and you're like, oh my God, what's going on? And then you just sell. And then afterwards you're like, okay, why did that happen? You're kind of like letting the dust settle. And as the dust settling, you're seeing price go back up, right? And as price goes back up, you just sold down here, okay? And we had buyers step in, all right? So you have buyers stepping in down here at the prices that a bunch of people just panic sold at a loss, most likely. Now, of course, not everyone's panic selling at a loss, but it's more likely people that FOMO'd here are now panic selling because they're going to have weak hands because they just bought, all right? So you have people panic selling and they're selling at these low prices, and then you have buyers come in and push the price up. So now the price is back above where everyone sold, and now what happens? Well, everyone's going to go, oh no, why did I sell? I'm going to buy back in. So then they buy back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, etc. higher. So to really take most advantage and really have like the confirmation of it being a true capitulation event, it's best to wait for price to break back above that high volume area. So you can see the high volume area is right here. So anything below this is that high volume selling. And once that's reclaimed, it's likely a panic selling event. Price is likely to go higher because so many people just sold. You have people buying at better prices now. All right. You have the people that aren't panic selling and aren't emotional, the ones that are waiting for opportunities. They're now buying. They're not just, they have no reason to sell right here, right? Of course, you're going to have people taking profit, and you're going to have people up here FOMOing and then panic selling again right into support. But overall, now the market is much stronger. The hands are much stronger now because you had weak hands selling here. Okay, weak hands. And now you have the strong hands in this. Let me get rid of this stuff. Now these are the strong hands that come in, all right? and they're not as likely to sell because they got a better entry and they're not as emotional. Okay, so that's basically how that works. You're going to notice that price tends to continue up from those levels. So these become key levels, and you're going to see it on all different time frames. So a lot of times, one way I like to spot a capitulation event would be like really high volume and then no follow through. So maybe that is I'm going to see like a really fast drop and then it just stops all of a sudden. And it just kind of usually just kind of goes sideways and slowly trickles up, right? And then I'm going to look for some signs of reversal, whether it be like a bullish candlestick pattern or maybe like an ascending triangle, okay, which is a very nice bullish reversal pattern, or an inverse head and shoulders. All right, so you're gonna see boom, do like this, and then you can hit that inverse head and shoulders at the bottom now, okay? So I either like to look for reversal patterns, candlestick patterns that are giving signs of reversals, an engulfing candle or something like that, to give me more confidence that momentum has stalled, buyers are now taking control over, and the momentum has shifted, right? Because after everyone's sold down here, who's left to sell at the current time, right? Because everyone's already panic sold. Anyone with weak hands has now been shaken out, and now those strong hands step in and price is more likely to continue up higher. So again, I like to wait for a pattern or a candlestick pattern, chart pattern, something to give me more of a clear invalidation, because once an inverse head and shoulders breaks out, I know where my clear invalidation level is, right? So anyway, if you don't quite understand that, I have plenty of videos scattered throughout my YouTube explaining patterns and invalidations and things like that. So make sure you check those out. If you have more questions, you need a bigger breakdown and a more in-depth view of that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.